I have it on good authority that bird is in fact the word.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Fansproject DINONI. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here, you have a nice picture of DINONI on the other side, DINONI on this side, DINONI on the back of the box. You have your obligatory product shots of nee. Combine mode. Nee. You open up the flap right here, and there's where the figure sits. So you have nee and nee, and I need to stop doing that. Wee. That's it for the packaging. So moving right along. Here we have DINONI. This is the second piece of Fansproject's Saurus Ryuho Combiner. This is their homage to Yokuryu from the Victory series. And, neat figure. Here he is in his beast mode, and as you can see, the beast mode, not entirely successful. It's alright, it's okay, but not really. I don't know what to make of it. It's just kind of weird looking. Just the proportions are kind of off. I wish the wings sat a little further back. They just seem up a little too high. This whole midsection here just doesn't work at all, and it's just a lot going on back here. The proportions are way off on this guy, and that's kind of what kills the alt mode. But it is what it is. We'll get in closer here on the head sculpt. It's a nice sculpt. Nice red eyes right there. You get a little black across the beak right there. I mean, there's some nice details throughout. And look at the wings. The wings actually have some nice molded details. And these feathers are actually, they're kind of sharp, so do be careful with them, because I've poked myself quite a few times messing with this guy, and these will hurt. These will sting a bit. So be careful with the wings. But the beast mode for the most part doesn't make a lot of sense. The proportions are just way off. But like I said, it is what it is. Articulation wise, the head can move up and down. It almost seems like it's not supposed to move at all, because you see back here, there are actually two tabs that go in right here and actually lock the head in place. So it seems like the head is not really intended to move at all, but you do have that upward and downward movement, and that's pretty much all you get. You can open and close the mouth, so you can get all, caw. So you can do that. The wings are on a rotational joint right here. They are on a joint right here, which is ratcheted for some reason. This is something Fansproject has a weird habit of doing. They like to put ratchet joints in places that don't need ratchet joints. They seem to put them in kind of unnecessary places. Like, this did not need to be a ratchet joint, in my opinion anyway. But, whatever, it is what it is. And you do get a joint right here. It can fully bend. You can bend back that far. So you have that. The waist joint, there is movement. You do get rotation right here. You also get this ratcheting joint right here. So you have that to use for posability if you wish. And again, rotation. His little legs are on ball joints. Oops, sometimes that comes undone. Little legs are on ball joints, so you get, pretty good movement. You can get all the way back. Good ways forward. You actually get some good side-to-side movement here. Have that. The toes can pivot. You only move up that far, and they can pretty much flip all the way back, and that's for transformation. So you can get him into, a pretty good flight pose, if you wish. So that works. If you have a flight stand, you can plug that on him, get a good flight pose out of him. So there you have that. And just for a comparison, here he is with Dinoichi. Just so you can see, there's obviously a big difference here in scale, because he is like, a big bulk of the torso, and he just becomes an arm, so obviously there's going to be a size difference there. So there are those two together. And he does also include a weapon right here. And as I mentioned in the Dino Ichi review, all of their guns are going to combine to make one big combined mode gun for the for Saurus. And yeah, you know, you can pull out the barrel here, which is kind of hard to do. Like, if you have this barrel pushed in all the way, it can be really hard to kind of get in there and pull this out, because there's nothing to really get a hold of here. So you can do it, but it takes a little bit of work to pull that barrel out. But there you have that. You can actually store this. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but there are ports on either side right here, and you can take the gun and plug it in there. So, hey, there's storage for the weapon, some way, shape, or form. So there you have that. And you have the combiner peg just kind of hanging out there. That's as far down as it goes. And yeah, so there you have that. So let's just get right down to transformation. As usual, we will go from combined mode into robot mode. So let's get right down to it. So to get into combined mode, you're just going to take the legs and untab them. There's actually, as you can see, there's a tab right here on the inside of the thigh that plugs in right in there, and that keeps all this stable in beast mode, which is nice. So you just want to unpeg that and then rotate the leg so these tabs are facing inward. You want to flip in this kneecap right here, like that. And then you want to bring the bird foot down and bring this down so it tabs in right there. And then you're going to take this section right here, you're going to untab it, you're going to swing it around, and then tab that in right there. And that'll lock in right there. Now you have that side done. Second verse, same as the first. You just untab that, rotate it, flip this up, bring the bird foot down, tab that in there, take this, rotate it around, and clip that in, oops, like that. And then you just take the two legs and you tab them together, like that. And there you go. So let me just readjust the camera a little bit here. Seems like I'm getting a little bit of earthquake action. Excuse me. Make sure I have the tripod planted properly. So there we have that. So for the upper body, you're going to take the bird head and just bring it down. You're not going to bring it down all the way. You're going to leave it a little bit up because you will need these little rings right here on the sides of his head. So you're going to unpeg the arms. You see they just peg into the side of the body right there. So you're going to raise the arm up and raise it up on this joint right here. And you're going to rotate at the bicep swivel, like that. Bring that arm back down, and this will peg in right there into that ring in the side of the head. And you just have to make sure everything's angled properly so you can get in there. And there you go. Second verse, same as the first. Just unpeg that, bring the arm up, bring it up, rotate at the bicep, bring it down, and just peg that into the other side. Right there. And there you go. Now the wings, you're going to bring them forward, and these pegs will peg into these ports right here in the wing, and lock that in place. Let's get that all lined up, and boop. And that will peg in right there. And then you just peg in the other side, right there. And you just take the combiner peg, flip that up, and then you want to take the body and extend it right there at the waist. It just slides down a bit. And then you rotate so the elbow joint is oriented properly. And there you basically have him in arm mode. Oops, that came undone. So you basically have him in arm mode. So now we will take one of Dino Ichi's weapons here, and we will remove the right hand. Oops, get the thumb out of the way. And remove the right hand here, because he is going to be the right arm of Saurus. I'll just open up the fist right here. And you can see it's just two clips, and it's just going to plug in right in here, just like that. Plugs in nice and easy, and there you go. There you have him in arm mode. And again, you got some good ratcheting goodness right here. You do get a swivel at the elbow. You get a ratcheted elbow. You're going to get a wrist swivel. And again, all these fingers are articulated. You got a ball joint here and a ball joint and a hinge joint at each finger. So there you go. There he is in arm mode. Woo! Arm mode. So let's get right down to robot mode. Just unplug that, put that off to the side because we don't need it no more. And then what are we going to do? We're going to rotate the lower body like this. You want the joint facing forward, and then just push that back up into the body. Split the legs. You want to take these panels here with the feet, bring that out, and then you can fold the leg down. Oops, actually I have his body turned backwards here. My mistake. There you go. You want the joint facing back. My mistake. And now you're just going to take this and close this back up. You're going to take the bird foot and fold it all the way in, like that. Bring the foot down, flip out the heel, which can be quite tough. It's a little tight. So flip that out. Flip up his little kneecap here, and there you got a leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. Just open that up, fold that down, close that up, flip that up, bring this down, flip out the heel. Yeah, they're really tight. Flip out that heel, flip up his little knee spike, and there you got the legs all done. So now you're just going to unpeg the wings, bring them back. You can fold them in all the way like that. Bring that back, fold that up. Let me raise the camera a smidge, just a smidge, just a smidge, a dollop. Now you're going to unpeg the arm here. Just bring it down at this hinge and bring the arm down, rotate at the bicep, flip out his hand, and there you go. Second verse, same as the first. Unpeg, bring that down, unfold the arm, rotate out the bicep, flip out the fist, like that. There you go. Now you're going to take the bird head and you're going to flip it all the way down. There is a peg right here on his chin that'll peg into his chest. Just bring that all the way down, and then you can come in here and flip up the head like that. You can take the combiner peg and just bring that down against his back. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. There we go. There is DINONI in his robot mode. And a pretty cool robot mode. You know, he's kind of small. You know, he obviously transforms into an arm, so he's going to be small. You know, he has a very thin frame to him, but you know, he's nice though. He's a nice, slim, sleek robot, and I do quite like that. Getting close here on the head sculpt. Nice head sculpt. Very nice paintwork. I love the black around the eyes. It's really nicely done. And a nice molding on the face, so I really like the way that looks. Very, very cool. Even the molding on the helmet looks really cool. You get some red accents here on his shoulders and some red on the chest. You do get some red that's revealed here in the knees. And yeah, overall it's a very nice design. The robot mode definitely way more successful than the beast mode. It does work in this mode very much so. Now articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you get some pretty good wiggly waggly room. He can look up, so you can get him in some flying poses if you want in robot mode, which is nice. And of course these wings, you can make use of all those joints and angle them however you wish. I leave them folded up like this. Just my preference. The shoulder is on a ball joint right here at the base, so you get a nice full range of movement. You also get a hinge right here. You do get a bicep swivel. You get a double jointed elbow. The wrist is on a ball joint, so you get rotation. You do get a swivel, but you don't get a lot of wiggle room. You can get some inward movement, but not a lot of wiggle room in there. You do have the waist joint. You do have, just due to the combiner elbow joint, you do pretty much have like an ab crunch, pretty much, that you can make use of. hips are on a ball joint. You do get, whoop, hey, stay on there. You do get a thigh swivel. Sometimes these hips do like to pop themselves off because these joints are a little tighter. So sometimes when you're twisting the thigh swivel, you can pop his leg off. You do get a knee joint with slightly under 90 degrees. Actually, that's way under 90 degrees of bend right there, but that's just due to the stuff behind his legs. And the feet are on a ball joint, so you can get some, a little bit of tiltage. Of course, you get full upward movement. You can get some downward movement, but not a lot again, because this stuff does get in the way. And there you go. But he's fairly posable. There you have that. And of course, he can't hold his gun. Right there. And yeah. But he's a pretty cool looking robot. I do like the robot mode way more than I like the beast mode. So there you have that in full comparison. Here he is with Fansproject's not Chrome Dome. So you can see how he scales with those dudes. Here he is with Fansproject's drag strip, and as you can see, he is bigger than his fellow arm bot. So there you have that. Here he is with Voyager Prime, just to see how he scales with a current Voyager. Right there. Here he is with Deluxe Ironhide. So you can see how he scales there. And he's basically deluxe size. Maybe a hair shorter, but yeah, pretty much deluxe size. And here he is with his buddy Dinoichi Yokuryu. And there we have the team so far. So, there you go. So, yeah, DINONI, love the robot mode. The beast mode is, doesn't really work too well, but the robot mode looks really, really good. And the transformation is nice, it's simple, it's fluid. It's easy to get from one mode to the other. It's not a lot of hassle. The only thing I would say again is just be careful with those wings, because these will bite you. These will bite you right here. But other than that, I didn't have any issues with him. Nothing nothing broke, nothing stressed. Everything is cool on this figure. So, this guy is. He's a nice figure. Definitely a nice figure. Like I said, the alt mode leaves a lot to be desired, but the robot mode looks really cool. So there you have that. So if you would like a DINONI or any of Fansproject's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out the Source playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Fansproject DINONI, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Nope, you're wrong. No, come on, Wave. Give the Gem movie a chance. For all you know, it might be the best movie we've ever seen. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Ah! Tuck and roll! We're under attack! Be ready for anything! Whoa, yeah, sorry, that was me. Listen, just so you know, there may or may not be a hole in your roof. Just saying. Gotta go. That's another one of those guys you invited to stay here, isn't it? Yeah, unfortunately. Can I shoot him anyway? No, you can't. Wait, we're underwater. How are we not drowning right now? I have emergency force fields in place for such an occurrence. No. We're still gonna fix that, right? Yes, I'll get right on it. So how long are these guys gonna be staying for again? Seriously, just a time frame.
So I ask,